Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear sisters and brothers of macroeconomic class of International Program for Islamic Economics and Finance. So we meet again on the third discussion meeting. Namely, it is about income and spending. So if we talk about income and spending, we talk about several key terms here. And these key terms can be seen in the end of your textbook in chapter 3. First, we look at the aggregate demands. So this aggregate demand usually refers to the aggregations of the consumptions plus investment plus government spending and plus net export. And the next one is equilibrium output. So the equilibrium refers to the no unintended changes in all economic units. So the all economic units have been in the equilibrium positions. So they have been in the position whereby the composition of the output has been in the very good and best possible alternative. And the third one is undesired inventory accumulations. So it refers to the selling more or fewer goods than expected. So it depends on the current economic conditions. And the fourth one is the plant's aggregate demands. So the plant aggregate demand here is the actual demand equal to the potential demands. So the actual demand here is the demand that happens in that situations, and compare with the potential demand. Potential demand is the supposed to be demand happens in that period. So by comparing these two conditions, you will get the plant aggregate demands. And the fifth one is consumption function. So actually the consumption function here is the consumption income relationship. So if you draw the graphs, you will see that in the vertical axis it is the consumption, and the horizontal axis is income. So those variables are interrelated and has closely relations. And the sixth one is marginal propensity to consume, or MPC. It is about additional consumptions due to additional income. So the people tries to add the consumption due to the additional income they have. So it is considered to be the MPC. And the seventh one is the marginal propensity to save. Here is additional saving due to additional incomes. Yeah. And equal multiplier here is the amount of output changes when aggregate demands increases by 1 unit. So it's the changes of output, yeah, due to the demand increases. And the 9 is the automatic stabilizers. Here is the mechanism in the economy that reduces the amount by which output changes in response to a change in autonomous demand. So autonomous demand here is demand is not related with the income. Yeah, so it is the independent demand. Yeah, independent demands. So this autonomous demand is related to the automatic stabilizers. Yeah. And the 10 is budget surplus. Here is the difference between tax and transfer. And budget deficit here is different between tax and transfer. The value is negative. Yeah. And the balanced budget multipliers means is the tax and transfer in the zero equations. And the full employment surplus here is the comparison between the GDP actual and GDP potentials. This is the same as this one. Yeah. So the GDP actual here is the income in a particular year that is produced, but the potential here refers to the supposed GDP produced in particular year. So if you comparing with these two, you will get the full employment surplus. Okay, dear sisters and brothers, that all just a snapshot of the third meeting about um, aggregate demands. Okay, thank you very much for your kind attention. See you then. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.